Good afternoon, everybody. First things first, I need to do some damage control. My apologies on behalf of everybody. The caterer forgot us. The good news is they will be here by 1 o'clock. Sit down, Pignato. I can still yell at you. Really?
He doesn't know whose retirement it is. He's just here for lunch.
I was going to say, he doesn't know where he is. I apologize, but lunch will be here right around 1 o'clock. So what I'd like to do is do a short program for Kris. We've got an announcement coming out for him, and then I would invite you to grab something to drink. Anybody wants cake ahead of their lunch, they can have that too. And we'll finish off with lunch. It's a little backwards, but the first thing I'd like to do is thank you all for being here on behalf of the fire district. It's a pretty nice crowd, great send-off. So the first order of business is, Chief, I'd like you to introduce your family.
All right, I have my wife up front, my mother is in the back, father standing over there. Eli.
Chug is your father? Really?
And then Caitlin Taylor over here, sister, and I pretty much relate to everybody in here.
Where's Faulkner?
Yeah, Uncle David.
Thank you. Okay, I got a couple of people that want to come up. I'd like to start, as most of you are aware, Kris spent a number of years on the county's Special Operations Unit. He's been the team leader for quite some time on their water unit. So I'd start off by having our Assistant Fire Coordinator for the county, Ken Love, come up. He's got something for Kris.
Absolutely. Congratulations, buddy. Yeah, on behalf of Steve Shalaba, my boss, who just snuck out of here because he had another meeting, and myself, we want to recognize Kris. For a lot of you who don't know, Kris was an integral part and an original member of the Special Operations team. This was before, right up before, it was still Rush doing the water, 3rd Battalion doing the rope and all that stuff. Kind of was an integral part of bringing it all together 10 years ago now. It's been 10 years, I can't believe that. It's just, that's crazy. And, you know, what I recognize Kris the most for is anytime I called him, since I'd taken the job in 2016, he was willing to do whatever is needed to be done. And I think that is what Kris is all about from the beginning. And as a water team manager, if I had something I wanted to do, I'd call him up and he'd make it happen. And we, you know, appreciate people like that and appreciate everything you did. And it's funny that, you know, he was the water team manager because, you know, all of his time on boats and in the sun with his shirt off is gonna keep him handy. So,
We can't talk about a lot of that stuff.
Quiet in the back, quiet in the back.
Enough is said. On behalf of the Monroe County Fire Bureau, I hereby present the certificate to Kris Helfer for his dedicated service to the Monroe County Special Operations Team from March 2013 to now almost April, but March 2023. Signed this date, and thank you very much for everything you've given us. I appreciate it.
Kenny can take all the credit he wants for that, but if you listen to the dates, you'll know who.
Yes,
You know who recruited Kris Helfer for the water unit 10 years ago? I think it was Pee Wee.
I figured you'd let everybody
It was
know.
Pee Wee. Next, I'd like to call on Commissioner Mark Stolte.
Well, first off, for me, it's kind of personal because it seemed like yesterday this little young kid come out of the Explorer Post and joined the volunteers and proceeded to basically kick ass out in the fire scene. Him and his little sidekick, where's he at, Mr. Lester? Take a bow. For a couple years, these guys were like always on the tip, you know, the accident scene. You look in there, there's Lester, there's Helfer right in the middle of it, or coming out of putting the fire out. You know, they were always there. And so in 2000, when I was chief, I had the opportunity to sit in the back room and kind of pull for this guy, for the district to hire him. And the best part about it was, I also knew through the grapevine that Grease Ridge was looking at him, or Ridge Road now. as they call it. And I was able to pick up the phone that night when I got approval to hire him. And I called up there, and he was actually working at Goose Ridge. Standing right next to him was Chief Bud Phillips. And
What are you looking at me for?
and had the opportunity to hire him. And so his career right after that was very short-lived, because they basically 2 days later told him, get your stuff and get out of here. So he started, it came on as a firefighter, and here he is 23 years later, retiring as battalion chief. And like he said, he probably never thought when he started here 23 years ago that he'd be retiring as battalion chief. So for me, it's a personal thing, because I've seen this young man come in as a young kid, and here he is 23 years later, a man retiring after he's put all these years in, not only to his district, to other districts and things he's done. And I know I can speak for the other commissioners, all the past commissioners, that all the years of service you've given these restaurants, residents, maybe the restaurants too, a few restaurants here and there, but I just, and I'm very proud of him, and knows Dad forever, and his mom, and so I'm extremely proud to be able to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I know you're gonna do good things in the future, and you're always welcome to come back to the firehouse. Just ask Pignato, he's here all the time. So congratulations on your career and service.
I have a question. Short, you didn't get marched out the door at Ridge Road.
I actually did, Chief.
You can, both of you?
Yeah.
Now look at you both, huh?
Thank you, thank you.
Really, John?
You know the feeling.
Timing's terrible. Start talking, it's gonna go. We've got an announcement coming out from the 911 center for Chief Helfer. That's why I'm kind of stalling here.
You really expect to be on time?
Oh, don't, Kenny, don't.
Maybe they forgot like the food.
Any jobs on the west side, or?
Did you check with the state, make sure they got your papers?
Somebody probably canceled it.
Maybe the volume's just down. Yeah, we did it.
Okay, Chief Johnson, you want to call the center and? You got him on speed dial, not me.
There, grab that.
Anyway, well, we may as well start with his bio. If I stop talking, everybody understands why.
It was 911, they're out of service.
There we go, there it is.
NGRF 214, info, priority 1, 1766 Lava Road. Congratulations on your retirement, BC Kris Helfer, after serving 23 years to the North Greece Fire District and surrounding communities. We wish good health and happiness to you and your family as you begin your next chapter.
Congratulations to North Creek Fire District Battalion Chief Kris Helfer, who retired today after 23 years of service. Battalion Chief Helfer began as a volunteer firefighter for North Creek in 1995 and started as a career firefighter in June of 2000. Kris was promoted to the rank of lieutenant in July of 2008, promoted to the rank of captain in June of 2015, and was promoted to battalion chief in August of 2018. Battalion Chief Helfer served as a group battalion chief, retiring today from Group 4. During the time as battalion chief, Kris served as a volunteer battalion chief, district training chief, and chief of administration. Battalion Chief Helfer was also a member of the Greece Officer Ambulance, where he started in 2007. Kris was also instrumental in part in the development of the ILS years of service in both the fire department and the fire districts. Chief, on behalf of your family at North Greece and the fire inspectors of the ECD, we wish you, Crystal, and your family good health and happiness as you begin your next chapter. Chief, it's been a pleasure. Congratulations and enjoy. First Secretary Clerk, call 48-8332.
The announcement obviously will shorten my thing up. As you heard, Kris stepped through the line, starting as a volunteer, worked his way up through the ranks. I'm pretty proud to say that he was the first of the 4 battalion chiefs, career battalion chiefs here at North Greece under my administration, and I couldn't say that I've been any prouder to work with Kris for the 7 years that I've been here. I do want to acknowledge his time for the county. I think that's quite a feat. I'm not going to take your name off the roster, just in case Kenny said it's okay for a bit. I do have a lot of stories that I could share about Kris that I observed. Sometimes it's interesting. I can just sit at the coffee table and not open my mouth or pick my head up, make like I'm on the phone, and I can listen to different stories and things. But I'm going to wait. He gets a pass on that today. Maybe we'll do something.
Talk about those here.
Yeah. We'll have a few comments for you in Spence report, I'm sure. I do want to personally thank you. Thank you for the help you gave me when I came on board, coming in as an outsider, and the first fire chief was not an easy feat. I did have all dark hair when I started here. I want to thank you. You've been a good friend. You've always checked on me through whatever, and I'm absolutely grateful for that. Want to wish you and Crystal and your family the best of health, happiness, and certainly prosperity in your newest endeavor. I'm sure that it's going to be great. And on behalf of all of us at the fire district, I would like to present you with this plaque with my sincerest thanks for a job well done. It's got your time served. Told you I stole your badge for a reason. I didn't take it away from you. Enjoy. Chief Helfer, you have the floor.
I don't know what to say. It's crazy how quick time flew by, and I couldn't have got to where I did without the help of everyone in this room and the support I had as an officer coming up through the ranks. I mean, everybody in here was instrumental as part of that. And certainly gonna miss everyone, and this is too much. So thank you. Food will be here in a couple hours.
9 minutes or Tina's gonna go to jail tonight?
Yep.
There's some drinks up here, folks. Help yourselves, please.
Kind of drinks.